stars. It was 20 years ago today when Sophie was scrounging round the way and there was a fake Sheikh involved. Oops. That's when your racial profiling really can shoot you in the foot, huh? The royal family scandal where Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, was tricked into insulting the Queen on tape. A journalist disguised himself as a fake Sheikh and supposedly recorded a conversation with Sophie. This was 2001, y'all. Wow, it's taken her a long time to get her snout back into that royal trough. Another good sis married in, but she's still alive. Wow. Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, was duped into a scandal that rocked the entire royal family and even the government. And she lived to tell. Wow. Maybe that's because the husband was similarly having his hand out. I'm not sure. Allegedly. In 2001, the News of the World's investigations editor at the time, Mazhar Mahmood, disguised himself as a fake Sheikh to record their conversation. Sophie was touring the Gulf with her husband, Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex, when she talked with Mazhar, who was undercover. Mazhar allegedly recorded the entire conversation in secret, in which she made several digs at the royal family and the government. The News of the World did not publish the story in the end, but the Mail on Sunday and Sunday Mirror articles did, claiming she had referred to the Queen as the old dear, Sherry Blair as absolutely horrid, and criticized the Prime Minister Tony Blair's leadership style as too presidential. Spoken like a good Tory, huh? As well as slamming the Chancellor of the Exchequer at the time, Gordon Brown, who, according to the articles, she also supposedly said Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles would marry, which was extremely controversial at the time. They, of course, did go on to marry in 2005. She supposedly mocked the appearance of the leader of the opposition, William Hague, as well as his Yorkshire accent. She also allegedly made further comments about Tony Blair's wife, saying she hates the countryside and continued to work as a barrister only to keep her hand in. Wow. Making fun of a woman for having a profession and a job. Ironic, isn't it? Both papers also said she had written a letter of apology to Mr. Blair, Mr. Hague, and the Prince of Wales about her alleged remarks. Buckingham Palace said in a lengthy statement that not one of the quotes cited by the Mail on Sunday was accurate. The statement said, "A member of the royal family, such as the Countess of Wessex, who is trying to pursue her own career, is obviously vulnerable to setups such as this. And all members of the royal family risk tittle-tattle, misinformation, and, from time to time, wholesale inaccuracy. We suggest no serious journalist gives this story the time of day." Both the Earl and Countess quit their business interests in order to focus. You mean their businesses failed? In order to focus on activities and official engagements, just like his stint in the military. Focus on activities and official engagements on behalf of the royal family and aid the Queen in her Golden Jubilee year. It's nice when people who cannot function in a business environment can fall back on a corporate welfare job from the firm, right? Just by existing, they get money and do these BS working for the Queen in her Golden Jubilee year. honestly, I really didn't know that the husband existed. I cannot say that I knew that there was a third son until all of this, Kate Middleton mess and all these outrageous, incredible attacks on Meghan Markle went on. I was like, who is this? Who's he? I feel like I've never seen him before. And then it took me a while to figure out that Sophie and Zara were two different people. And one of them has a daughter, and that looked like the third twin. And I couldn't tell who was who and who belonged to where. And then that awful Princess Michael of Kent, I thought maybe these were just pictures of her when she was younger. But that turned out not to be the case. In any case, in 2014, Majer Mahmood was later exposed. Not a British journalist, not a toxic British media worker, exposed for perjury in Southwark Crown Court for using the same disguise for a different story. Well, bravo. He was really using that brown card at work to kind of get these people to kind of tell on themselves and talk too much. It's quite a brilliant strategy, and I can't say I'm shocked that British journalists would, especially for tabloids, would stoop to something like this. But I have heard nothing about this Sophie scandal until today, because we saw her, stunting at quite a few events, right? Neck and neck with Zara for who's going to replace certain missing members of the royal family at public events. And, I think they're doing an excellent job of stepping into the gap alongside Eugenie and Beatrice. Those are the ones that, are top of mind in terms of like showing up full hair, makeup, and glamour shoes to get their photos taken at all of these different outings and events in lieu of other people who we're still looking for. But let me know if you know about this scandal. Oh boy. If it's not Russians, it's fake sheiks, huh? These royal family members, they sure are a hoot.